Hello again, it's me. Um, this dream, I labeled it the hell dream because it took place in hell. Um, when I had fallen asleep, I dreamt that I was in this just awful place, just full of smoke and fire, where people were drowning and they were, drowning and burning in like oceans of fire and sort of like lava. As I walked across these paths over some lakes where people were down in there just dying. They were already dead, but they were suffering, and their suffering wouldn't end. I saw some of the people reaching for me and begging for me to help them and telling me to not be there. They were telling me to leave, and they told me to never ever come back, that it's just an awful place. And I remember feeling the heat, and this is kind of disgusting, but I remember smelling them cooking. I remember smelling their bodies that were burning in this fire and all this heat. And I could still hear their screams. It was just terrible. There was so much noise. I've never heard so much noise and so much pain, and I've never seen so many people ever before in my entire life. It was just crazy. I really cannot even describe it. It was almost infinite. It just went on forever. Then I was taken to a room that was hot, and my throat was really sore from all the heat, and I wasn't able to have any water. And I was put in a chair. With some others. And I was put in charge of how other people would suffer. I had choices that I didn't really have choice. Like, I wasn't in charge of people's punishments. Like, I couldn't decide what they were. I had a list of punishments that I had to choose from, and they were all just really terrible. I couldn't pick any of these to punish any of these people. The table was a really long table, and there were people sitting there. They all had paperwork. And all their paperwork, each individual paper was a contract connected to somebody's soul. And we at the table were surrounded by these demons who watched over our every move, and they were enforcing, they were making us give people these punishments. And every time somebody had put a punishment on someone, these demons would just laugh, and they had great joy from this. And that was the whole dream. It's kind of a long dream if you think about it, but in my dream it just took forever. And when I woke up, I was just really sweaty, and I was struggling to breathe, and my throat was really sore and dry, and my lips were dry and cracked, and it was just really bad. I didn't have a fever. I was just really hot. But yeah, it was just a crazy vision. I'm not quite sure what it means, but I definitely saw hell. I at least saw a part of it. It was a disgusting place. People get saved. Get saved. You do not want to go there. It was so bad. Like, I have seen horror movies before, and nothing compared to what I saw in that vision. It was just so bad. Please get saved. Find Jesus. Get your lives right, because Jesus is coming. He's coming very soon. Pay attention to what's going on in the world. Put the pieces together. Don't just hear me. Don't just hear what other people are saying. Do your research. Figure it all out yourself. Open up your Bible and you read your Bible. You'll understand if you're willing to let God open your mind, and if you're willing to listen, He will show you. The time is up. Time's running out. God's coming. He's coming very soon. He could come tomorrow. He could come tonight. He could come next year. He could come in 10 years from now. Either way, that's very soon. Please get right with God.